Flugga3 says it looks so different. Deadly Donut says it's a tree. Flugga3 says I love it. Deadly Donut says tie. Scene 255 says I'm making a home for everyone. Flugga3 says did you make a home for Bob? Scene 255 says for everyone. Flugga3 says even Bob? Flugga3 says great place step. Scene 255 says Bob's the builder. Scene 255 says but yes Bob too. Flugga3 says does he build for Mr. Touch? Deadly Donut says THX it's kinda done is the problem so I don't know what to build now. Flugga3 says Hiuy are you home yet? Hiuy says I'm halfway there. Hiuy says living on a prayer. Flugga3 says you know it's rude to make a girl wait. Deadly Donut says gonna go play SC with Perp. Deadly Donut says bye bye. Flugga3 says ah. Scene 255 says lamb AP. Flugga3 says yeah who plays Scrake? Hiuy says LOL. Flugga3 says scene. Flugga3 says if you had to pick between Bun or me. Flugga3 says who would it be? Flugga3 says the other one dies. Scene 255 says me. Flugga3 says that don't work. Flugga3 says LOL. Flugga3 says oh hello. Scene 255 says but can I still die? Hiuy says hey welcome. Hiuy says make yourself at home. Hiuy says tie. Flugga3 says okay. Flugga3 says why are your pants red? Hiuy says they have always been red. Hiuy says a baby broke my armor pants. Flugga3 says why are you not wearing armor? Hiuy says and I'm sure you can smack me once and my chest plate will break. Flugga3 says I took my pants off for you. Flugga3 says there you go. Scene 255 says incoming smake. Hiuy says I'm waiting for this armor to break so I can wear my diamond armor. Scene 255 says same LOL. Hiuy says really? Of all things you could have given me. Hiuy says you gave me your pants. Flugga3 says who's smake? Scene 255 says smack LOL my brain. Flugga3 says enjoy my pants I'm going home now. Flugga3 says have a nice night. Hiuy says really? Hiuy says why are you still here? Hiuy says oh and you are gone. Hiuy says that was weird. Flugga3 says what lol. Hiuy says I don't know, I saw you teleport back on my lawn. Hiuy says then vanish. Scene 255 says Ghost Fluga watches. Flugga3 says and my horse disappeared. Flugga3 says great. Flugga3 says let me try to reconnect. Flugga3 says there that fixed it. Flugga3 says furry heaven. Flugga3 says really slash. Scene 255 says yup. Flugga3 says welp I'm moving. Scene 255 says Bun's idea. Flugga3 says not living in a town with that name. Flugga3 says JK also my horse disappeared again. Flugga3 says dang it. Scene 255 says P. Flugga3 says what are you Daryl Dykson? Hiuy says scene you have no idea what it's like to dismount and have it disappear. Scene 255 says nope lol. Flugga3 says scene. Scene 255 says Flugga3 says why are you not asleep? Scene 255 says I'm on guard duty. Flugga3 says you suck at guarding. Scene 255 says yup night. Flugga3 says remember the creepers or the black tall man. Flugga3 says nightmares. Scene 255 says now yell at Hiuy. Flugga3 says without Bun here we are vulnerable. Scene 255 says very much yes. Flugga3 says maybe we should ask Hiuy to move here. Scene 255 says it's why I'm building us a home. Scene 255 says nah Hiuy to cool. Flugga3 says you're building a home for you and Bun? Scene 255 says everyone. Flugga3 says wow even Bob? Scene 255 says here we go again. Flugga3 says I broke my glangles here. Flugga3 says I am a Sue. Scene 255 says okay. Scene 255 says since I'm tax man it all goes to me anyways. Flugga3 says give me all your money. Scene 255 says where even are you lol. Flugga3 says there's nothing up here, expect a llama and chickens. Flugga3 says where the F are you? Flugga3 says OWTF. Flugga3 says magic. Scene 255 says P. Flugga3 says where does this go? Scene 255 says inside the place you missed LOL. Flugga3 says oh nifty. Flugga3 says wow. Flugga3 says it's too big. Scene 255 says still not done, I'm slow AF. Flugga3 says Fort ugly. Scene 255 says yup. Flugga3 says it would be prettier with trees but I like it. Scene 255 says I am working on it P. Flugga3 says don't yell at me. Scene 255 says okay. Scene 255 says sorry. Flugga3 says I am a tell bun. Scene 255 says Bun would be happy. Flugga3 says Mayor Bun. Flugga3 says Bun is the mayor, he won't let there be abuse. Scene 255 says Mayor Bun is the abuse. Flugga3 says scene. Scene 255 says yet. Flugga3 says would you frick a creeper. Scene 255 says Yuh. Flugga3 says I want a yoga room. Hiuy says could just put M at same spot. Flugga3 says for my chests. Hiuy says a yogurt room. Flugga3 says no. Flugga3 says yoga. Hiuy says yeah, would have to spend the next 15 minutes figuring out where to put the yogurt room. Hiuy says and what it will look like. Flugga3 says yoga. Flugga3 says hey scene what's that grey house thing Bun or you were building? Flugga3 says with the glass walls. Scene 255 says on mood and scene. Flugga3 says negative. Scene 255 says oh no. Scene 255 says that's the zombie hut 2.0. Flugga3 says what? Scene 255 says or so that's what Bun said. Scene 255 says for zombie villagers. Flugga3 says Zombie Hut 2.0. Flugga3 says huh. Scene 255 says plus your replica is made. Flugga3 says promise I'll come back and visit and bring food. Flugga3 says WTF. Flugga3 says LOL. Flugga3 says Hiuy. Flugga3 says why didn't you tell me I forgot to put pants on? Flugga3 says that's so embarrassing. Scene 255 says I was gonna say something. Flugga3 says OMFG. Flugga3 says, face desk. Blue 2 Rocky says you need pants? Scene 255 says but I thought it was a fashion choice. Hiuy says oh yeah you left your pants here last time you visited. Hiuy says they're in my room. Flugga3 says, face palm. Scene 255 says steamy. Flugga3 says did I spell this right? Hiuy says OMG that baby zombie is holding a baby sword. Flugga3 says cute. Scene 255 says future home. Flugga3 says okay. Flugga3 says I want to be buried here. Flugga3 says cool graveyard. Flugga3 says LOL. Scene 255 says no. Hiuy says they made a graveyard. Scene 255 says it's future home. Flugga3 says yeah it's neat. Hiuy says cool. Flugga3 says goodbye to heaven. Flugga3 says furry. Flugga3 says can't wait to see you again. Scene 255 says it will be here unchanged. Flugga3 says can't wait. Scene 255 says then everything changed when the fire buns attacked. Flugga3 says LOL. Scene 255 says I got blown up for laughing at my own joke LOL. Hiuy says LOL. Flugga3 says LOL. Hiuy says damn that's a good deal. Hiuy says pork chop for an emerald. Flugga3 says Flugga's pants smell every night. Flugga3 says WTF. Flugga3 says Hiuy what is this? Scene 255 says a villager just pushed the trader off a cliff. Blue 2 Rocky says I taught them well. Hiuy says ignore that Flugga. Flugga 3 says lol okay. Hiuy says how do we get up the stairs? Flugga 3 says crawl in the window. Blue 2 Rocky says are y'all stuck? Hiuy says nope, just building a third floor. Hiuy says and Flugga cut off the staircase making the floor. Says oh that's really freaking neat. Flugga 3 says what are you doing? Flugga 3 says really? Scene 255 says protesting. Scene 255 says just cause I can I guess. Blue 2 Rocky says it's in a chest. Flugga 3 says Hiuy what am I looking at? Hiuy says okay, these villagers are going to kill themselves. Flugga3 says oh lol. Scene 255 says thought something was in the house, was just my shield. Flugga3 says good witch bitch. Flugga3 says anime. Flugga3 says this works. Scene 255 says like hellfire. Flugga3 says I like it. Hiuy says yeah, hopefully nothing spawns on the roof. Flugga3 says we can have BBQs up here. Flugga3 says so how do I place our bed so we don't have to play footsies? Flugga3 says NVM. Flugga3 says I figured it out. Flugga3 says get the hell out of here butcher. Flugga3 says you are not sleeping our bed. Flugga3 says good butcher. Flugga3 says dick. Hiuy says okay, I'm going to fence the town so you don't have to bitch about the villagers living here anymore. Flugga3 says thanks dear. Flugga3 says 3. Flugga3 says Hiuy. Hiuy says yes. Flugga3 says don't leave. Hiuy says okay. Hiuy says how about you come with me to the town. Flugga3 says you left. Flugga3 says welp. Hiuy says hang out while I work on fencing it off. Flugga3 says nope, I'm moving out GG. Flugga3 says I can't move back. Flugga3 says because scene will put me in a grave. Scene 255 says, laughing face. Flugga3 says as my new house. Flugga3 says XD. Flugga3 says if I open this chest. Flugga3 says will you come home? Flugga3 says I'm opening it. Flugga3 says oh. Flugga3 says I may just take all this. Flugga3 says thanks for the armor. Flugga3 says I give up. Flugga3 says some dude and butcher getting jiggy with it. Flugga3 says in our bed. Hiuy says yeah they like each other. Flugga3 says scene. Scene 255 says hot. Flugga3 says you said you were far away. Scene 255 says I was. Floga3 says why did you come here? Scene 255 says took all day to get here. Floga3 says did you come here to put me in my grave? Scene 255 says no, that's later. Floga3 says okay. Floga3 says I like it when Hiuy leaves me in charge of building, smiley face. Scene 255 says to yell at him to come back. Floga3 says muhaha. Scene 255 says P. Hiuy says seriously?